Charlie's New Home, an Animal House shelter story, written by Margaret K., narrated by Gabriella Nichols. June. Virginia. Maeve Torres gathered her dark brown, shoulder-length hair into a ponytail. Sweat trickled down her neck. It was a warm, humid morning. Late June in Virginia usually saw average highs in the mid to upper 80s. The temperature had already reached 80 at 10 a.m. The forecast was for temps to top out around 90. There were still 4 cars in front of her at the drive-thru of her favorite coffee shop, and she was already late for her volunteer shift at the Animal House shelter. "Hounds and Grounds, what can I start for you?" The voice boomed through the speaker when she finally made it to the ordering stand. She ordered a tall, iced vanilla latte, her summer usual. She'd pour it into her insulated tumbler and sip on it for the next hour. Alex Richmond stepped up to the counter after waiting for 15 minutes in the crowded coffee shop. Beside him, wearing a camouflage collar and secured on a matching camouflage leash, was his best friend, Charlie, a golden retriever. He ordered a nice coffee for himself and a frozen pup cup for Charlie. Then he took a seat on the patio in the far corner with his back to the inside of the shop. He wasn't sure how he'd get through the next hour. Every time he looked at Charlie, tears filled his blue eyes, and the incredible sadness he felt choked his breathing. After Charlie devoured his pup cup, he licked Alex's hand, which stroked his white blonde fur. Alex called him to jump up and into his lap. He embraced him tightly. "I love you, boy," he whispered. "I am so sorry." When he exited the Hounds and Grounds coffee shop patio less than an hour later, he walked Charlie on the grassy section beside the parking lot to do his business before opening the door to his old red Ford pickup truck for them both to enter. The drive to the Animal House shelter took only 5 minutes. They were there way too fast for Alex. Sitting in the truck, not wanting to get out, more tears filled his eyes. "I love you, Charlie," he said, petting his head. "I am so sorry," he repeated. "I promise I'll be back for you. And if I don't make it back, I promise they will find you a good home." He allowed himself to sob for a moment, and then he tamped his emotions down and forced them to stay away. He grabbed the bag with all of Charlie's things, and he willed his legs to carry him through the front doors and into the facility. His voice cracked when he asked the woman at the main desk for the shelter's owner, Elise Laramie. She was expecting him. "Hi, Alex," Elise greeted, coming into the area from the back door, which he knew led to the kennels. She gave him a hug, knowing how hard this was going to be for him. They had talked at length a week earlier. Alex was about the same age as her son, and, given that his own mom was so far away, she felt the need to mother him just a bit. "We're going to take good care of Charlie. Don't you worry about that." "I know, ma'am," he forced out in a trembling voice. "Did you find a foster home for him yet? He doesn't deserve to be in a chaotic shelter for any length of time." "I'm confident I will soon," Elise said. "Can I come back and get him settled and say goodbye there?" Alex asked. Tears now poured down his face. "Sure," Elise said. Then she led him and Charlie back to the kennel portion of the shelter. She had a solo run ready for him, complete with his name written on the info board secured to the fencing. Maeve Torres was in one of the runs, cleaning it, while the 6 large dogs who were the temporary residents were in the exercise yard with potential adopters. She heard Elise's voice and the voice of a man. He clearly sounded distraught. She took a quick peek and saw him from the back only. He was tall and had short black hair. His olive drab t-shirt clung to his well-defined shoulders and back, which heaved with each breath. She listened to the conversation between Elise and this man, correctly surmising he was surrendering his dog to the shelter. She tried not to judge when people did, but it was always so hard to see a dog surrendered. This one sounded different from many who just didn't have the time or money for their pets any longer, and he was genuinely upset that he was doing it. Maeve followed a few steps behind Elise and the man after he gave his last gut-wrenching hug to the beautiful blonde golden retriever, who now sat in the kennel bearing his name, Charlie.